What is good, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Stay Attached podcast. Today, we're joined by a very special guest, the one and only Joe Deceives, who pretty much blew up in front of our eyes. He was on LAT, he was doing decent, but then he joined Toronto Ultra and became a superstar, was absolutely frying, carrying the team, doing the great objective work, fucking dropping 50 on red card hardpoint. He was just doing it all. Joe, welcome to the show. How you feeling today?
Doing great, man. I appreciate the invite. I've watched a couple of these. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
big fan of them, so I appreciate it.
Hell yeah! See, now it's time. Now is your time to shine. So you've seen a couple episodes. You know how entertaining they are, but I feel like this could be the most entertaining one if you and I really have good synergy and work together.
Of course.
So I think to start that off, let's get into it. Who's Toronto picking up for Black Ops 7?
Uh, yeah, nah, I played the fifth. Yeah, nah, I played the fifth on that one. I don't know if we can go that deep into it.
Okay. See, listen, Joe, we're already getting off to a rocky start right here. Like, I'm not trying to like pressure you too much or ask too many questions, but
hmm
any leaks would really help the episode numbers. So like, you'd be the most popular episode if you think about it.
No, I mean I'm definitely here on that. I don't know if I have the facilities to do that though. I'm not
Oh,
sure
okay.
I'm the guy for that. Yeah, like
That's
maybe
that's
so.
on me. That's on me.
No, you're
It,
good. No. Like
it hit too
I mean,
close
at the
to
end of the day,
home.
you gotta respect the attempt. You
Yeah.
can't say no to the attempt. Like you got it. You gotta ask. Cause maybe.
Well, since you're on Toronto and obviously you don't want to leak what you guys are gonna do, what do you know? What's FaZe gonna do? Who's FaZe picking up? Do you know that? Or LAT? Either one. If you know any players joining those teams, just let me know.
Yeah, no, I don't really talk to too many people, so I don't really know like what's going on. Like, I get my leaks as everyone else does, on Twitter. So yeah, that's like my information.
Well, I thought like just over the years, I've always noticed you and Abizi, Tyler, formerly FaZe Abizi, very close friends. Is there no talking throughout this off season about anything? Hangouts, trips?
No, we haven't. No, I really haven't talked to him that much.
Mm.
Obviously I've known him for a while, but like I don't know, it's never really gotten to that point. So
Oh well, hopefully you guys can
yeah,
rekindle that friendship again, and you can bring it back. But it's a
I mean,
pleasure to have you, Joe. I'm real excited. But going back to you a little bit, what do you think is the biggest reason for your improvement from MW3 with your time at LAT to this season, Black Ops 6, and your time with Ultra? Because you showed glimpses of your talent last season, but this season I feel like every single match, like you were dropping 1.3s and just frying and doing everything really well.
yeah, I feel like last year was like definitely the best thing that could happen to me, just due to the fact that like I feel like the way our team worked last year is we played some of the best COD, like the best winning COD in my opinion. I
Mm.
mean, we were playing hard points, like just getting outslayed and barely losing maps or winning maps, being outslayed by 10 plus. So I feel like that was definitely the biggest thing last year was like my coaches last year and my teammates last year just teaching me how to play winning COD. And that definitely like kind of catapulted me through this year, just kind of like I guess using that and also just using my talent and kind of like combining that and just like understanding what I can and what I can't do and just kind of just realizing like what I can do on the map pretty much is just like pushing those limits and just understanding like how to like play the game and use my talent with that. And I feel like I like it showed throughout this year, especially in respawn. I feel like my S&D was kind of lackluster towards the end, but
Hmm.
in respawn especially, like I felt like I was like that was definitely like I was definitely like, one of, if not the best in respawn that this year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we all saw it. All the chat can agree and attest to it. We were watching it. You were dropping 50s on red card multiple times. I feel like every time protocol hardpoint or protocol control was up, you were getting a three-piece somewhere on the map. So, but you had a big switch up too from like teammates as well, because last year you were teaming with all pretty young players who were only pro for a couple seasons and haven't had like that much success at that point in their careers yet, like no championships. So you guys are kind of seen as that young team. But then you go to Toronto, you're teaming with a CleanX, you're teaming with Insight, who have been together a duo for a while, and they've found lots of success ever since they've been partnered up with on Toronto. So what was like teaming with them behind the scenes? Like, were they a big, I guess, help in your development?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like they kind of like help like push my like I was obviously very confident going into the year, but they kind of helped me like push that forward.
Mm.
That they definitely made me way more comfortable on the map, especially with like the comms. I feel like is the biggest thing everyone always talks about. And I feel like before like I joined the team, I kind of didn't realize like why it was so important because I was always like my comms like before were always like really hectic, so like I was always in like this like very frantic mode. But then when I
Mm.
joined this team, it kind of made me realize how like important their comms really are in the sense of like it helps like slow you down like as a person, just like kind of take a deep breath and like read the map. And I feel like that was definitely the biggest thing for me this year. Um, like that. Yeah, they just helped me like slow myself down like mentally or in game, and just like kind of understand and like see the map as it is. And yeah, that definitely like I said, catapulted me in in you know in respawns especially.
Yeah. And then you were living in LA when you were with LAT. Of course, you made a move to Toronto. What did you like or dislike about the cities? Which one do you prefer? Like, what was just a better situation for you?
Honestly, I really did enjoy both. Like, I feel like they both had their pros and cons. Like, I feel like some food in Toronto was better than LA, and just like I guess like this, I don't know. I feel like both cities were nice. Like,
Mm,
I went down to the Santa Monica Pier with our team last year. I think it was me and I don't know who else. There's a couple other people.
yeah.
And then I've obviously seen the city in Toronto coming through events and just I've lived there for what 9 months now. I don't know. I feel like I enjoy both. I feel like there's not like a like I can pick one or the other.
Yeah. Because they're both so different, too. Because Toronto is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's a huge downtown city. Of course, in the winter it gets pretty cold. LA, well, where you were probably living like beach town, chill vibes and stuff, really busy and packed. But they have pros and cons to both for sure. Because I mean, Toronto was fun. Whenever we go there for a tournament, it's always a good time.
Yeah,
Except when they put the tournament in Kitchener. I don't know why they did that, but we'll move on from that. It's all good. What was your favorite and least favorite thing in Black Ops 6? Because there's some people that didn't like the game, but you probably liked it because you were really fucking good at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely enjoyed the game. I think my favorite thing was just, I mean, I don't know, I feel like competing is just like kind of like a pretty simple answer for that. So I don't know. I feel like the movement was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I feel like the gunplay was like pretty decent. Like I thought it was like pretty good. I think my least favorite thing was obviously the maps. Like,
Mm. Yeah, those
I obviously
they were ass.
yeah, it wasn't the greatest, and it definitely got tedious towards the end. I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Ooh, that's a good word, by
but
the way.
yeah, I got a deep bag. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
definitely didn't understand that word like 5 minutes ago. And yeah, I feel like the maps were like a pretty easy cop out on that least
Yeah.
favorite answer. I don't know. I feel like I said, like they got pretty tedious towards the end. It was kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
And especially kind of like how like dumb the maps are. I feel like it just wasn't as fun. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
still obviously enjoyed the year. Like competing is kind of like
Yeah.
pushes past that. I don't really like let that affect it.
And then there was something that I just found out recently until I saw the tweets. I actually texted you about it, but why and when and I just need you to break this whole story down for me. When and why did fucking Ian Crimsix Porter accuse you of hacking
Oh
in ranked
yeah,
play? Because I did
yeah,
not know about this until like a couple weeks ago. But like I need like the whole storyline of what went on when because he was tweeting like he was raging
yeah,
at you and
yeah,
tweeting
yeah,
at you.
yeah. I
It was just
remember this.
crazy.
I actually remember this like perfectly because I remember thinking at the time like I'm like yo I might be chalked like I'm turning 18 next year like people might think I'm cheating like I'm not gonna have like, a good team. I was really scared honestly, but pretty much what happened was I was playing ranked with like I think Tyler.
Who
I
Tyler?
think
Who? Abizi?
BZ, yeah,
Oh,
BZ. Sorry, I
okay.
was
So
playing ranked with
you
BZ, I
guys have been
think.
playing for a while.
Yeah, I've known him since I was 17. I'm pretty sure I was playing ranked with him, and we were playing the Gavudu Control. I remember the map at the very least. I remember like everything after that. Um, and we played him, and this is off stream, like complete off stream. Like we were just chilling. Like pretty sure I ran him right, and then I remember just like chilling after that. Like we were chilling, just like we saw. I think we stopped playing or something. I go on my phone. I start scrolling, and I see like Crim tweet out like not even like a tweet. He like screenshot like a long ass message he put on his notes talking about me, number one ranked player cheating behind Doug, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I remember I think that night I talked to Doug as well, and I don't know, like I was texting like Crone. I was like, yo, I'll prove like I'm not cheating, bro. Like you can go on my
Yeah.
PC, everything. I was tweaking, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah, like that was insane. And I remember he tweeted out like a screenshot of like what like me 1v1ing Tyler. I think he called me like a dick rider or something because I beat Tyler.
We need
And
to
I
find
don't
these
know. It was
tweets.
just
We need to find
yeah.
those tweets.
If you go under
Porter.
the honestly, if you go under that tweet, you'll see it all. You'll see it all. It's like
Oh
under that
my
tweet.
god.
So it was that was insane.
That guy's a
That
psychopath.
that was the funniest thing ever. Like now I talked to Krim like last year at like some LAT thing, and yeah, it was
You
we're
drop
good now.
beef? You drop
We
beef
dropped
over
beef.
that?
Not really much beef there. He just thought I was cheating. Like
Yeah.
fair enough. Can't
Wait,
really blame the
so
guy.
was he streaming?
No, I don't think he was. He might have been
He,
streaming. I don't think so, but There's no way he wasn't streaming.
Yeah,
He's
I
playing
feel like he
ranked.
probably would be streaming because if he
Yeah, if
wasn't
he's playing
streaming,
ranked, he's not. There's
yeah,
no way he's not
if
streaming.
he was playing ranked without streaming, thought he played a hacker, and then wrote a whole essay in his notes on his iPhone, and then tweeted it at said hacker. That guy's absolutely out of his mind. That's insane. I've never like went in my notes and said, "Yeah, this guy is not legit. He's actually dog shit. He's cheating. What the fuck?" And then go out of his way to find your Twitter and actually tweet at you. That's another legendary Crim story right there.
That was hilarious. Like I said, I was actually so scared for like my career. Right?
You thought it could be over.
I'm done. Yeah, I genuinely thought it was over. I'm telling you, I can probably go through my messages with Crone. Me just spamming. I'm like, yo, I'm not cheating. Like, I promise you. Like, I'll let you PC check me. I'm good. I promise.
Yeah.
And then Crim just goes, yeah, he accuses everyone of cheating. I'm like, oh. Or Crone said that. I was like, oh.
Oh.
Okay.
This is normal because it's obviously like at the time like you haven't went pro before. You never competed before. Then you just have the fucking GOAT who's won everything calling you a hacker. You're like, oh my god, it's over. No one's gonna pick me up. Everyone's gonna think I'm hacking. It's chopped.
I was like, I'm turning 18 next year. Don't ruin it. I was like, no, please stop.
No, don't ruin my career before it even starts.
Exactly. I'm like, I haven't even started yet. Give me a sec. Like, give me an event at least. That was good. Yeah, that was good times.
Oh my god. So in like the Call of Duty scene, who would you say is like your group or your circle, like the people that you're closest with, just in Call of Duty? That kind of helps you get in the scene or even like into the pro scene.
Well, the people like that helped me get into COD competitive or like into like the pro scene.
Yeah, it's like pro scene ish.
I would definitely say like Tyler and them. Like I was friends with like when I turned 17, I became friends with like Tyler, Alec, kind of all of them. I started playing ranked with them. Yeah, they definitely helped like kind of boost like my name out there. Like they would like host me after they stream. Alec did a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely helped me like kind of get recognition. And then I feel like from there it kind of like just like grew.
Yeah, you kind of just grew. I mean, you started meeting it. Once you're in, you kind of start meeting everyone, and especially when you're good, people want to play with you. They want to team with you, and that's just how it goes. But going way back, when did you first actually like discover and start playing just games in general?
Wow, that's a far. I mean, I've been playing games just in general for a while. I used to have a Game Boy. I had my little red Game Boy. I used to play Power Rangers on it, Pokemon, all that.
That was the best shit.
The first I played on my PSP. I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on my PSP.
Oh, I remember playing that on the PSP.
That was my favorite. I used to replay that campaign over and over and over. I loved it.
Bro, you're young, but you're like an old head who is like you've been gaming since you must have been like 4.
I've literally been gaming since I was like 4, yeah. And then the first COD I played was on the 360. I remember my brother we had like a pretty like decently sized like TV in our living room.
Yeah.
My brother would always sit there and play, and I'm the young one, I'm the spoiled one, so I would always pat at my parents like, let me play, like I want to play, and then I would steal it from him. He'd get mad at me, but yeah, I used to play NW2. That was my first COD I ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely when I like fell in love with COD.
Hey, it worked out though. Your brother's like, listen, good thing I let him play. He's pro now. He's one of the best players in the world.
He told me that a couple times. Yeah.
Wait, I actually just found this because I was going through some old stuff with Xbox 360. Look at this, man. This is an ancient relic right here. Look at this. Only the OGs.
Wait for your stream to catch up.
Oh yeah, wait for the stream to catch up. But this is the Wi-Fi. You plug it into your Xbox 360.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all did.
I used to kept folding it in and folding it out. The little gray thing. I remember. I was such an idiot.
Yeah, for the audio people who can't watch on YouTube or the stream, everything is pretty much an Xbox 360 wireless Wi-Fi adapter. So you just plug it back in, has a little antenna, and then you pretty much go run around the map and joke people with it, and just hopefully you have some lag comp on your side.
I used to have one of those. I used to have like the little like earpiece headphone, like the one.
Oh,
earpiece,
the one. There's like
yeah. Because I remember when I was a kid, I had like I would have like the headset with like the phone piece, and I used to keep chewing the phone piece off. So
yeah, you would chew the phone piece?
Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 6.
Okay, if you're 6 years old, I understand that because chewing, that's crazy.
I used to just I was.
Your brother would get on and be like, "What the fuck happened to the headset?"
Yeah, he's like, "Where'd it go?" And I just
and you're just chewing it. Jesus Christ, this guy was a demon back then. You're like the people that go to the gym, like, and when all the lights are off or no one's looking, that like the fucking like ropes that you like do like the tricep workout with. You're like the people that go chew on that when no one's looking. You're just chewing on random shit.
That is more insane than
bro. They're always ripped up. They're always ripped up. Someone has to be chewing on it.
What? Nah, that's insane.
Bro, they're always ripped.
Chewing on rope is insane. that is like I don't know. That's some like psychotic
They're
shit.
trying to work on their jaw strength or something. I don't know.
I guess fair enough.
I don't know.
Better be working.
And then where did you actually like grow up and stuff? Where was young Joe? Where
Oh,
was he born and raised?
I was born and raised in Little Rock, Arkansas, which is
No way.
yeah, just a little random state east of Texas. Um, and yeah, it wasn't a big city. It wasn't obviously Toronto or Cali for sure. Um, yeah, there's like not really much to do else but play video games or like go to my friend's house, which is what we did. I would go to my friend's house, play video games there, or like we would go around. But
Ride around on
I
bikes
mean,
and
there's
stuff, you know,
yeah,
around
we
the
would
neighborhood.
we would pretty much because he used to live by like a school ground, and we would just like
Oh
there's like a
yeah,
big park right there, so we would go
that's
there all the
fire.
time. So yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever met
Yeah.
anyone that actually like was born and raised in Arkansas. Because I
Yeah, no
always
one ever,
thought like the
honestly.
random states in the U.S. It's like they like put people there to
Fake.
like fill it. Like it's like
Yeah, it's just fake.
NPCs.
It's
It's not
literally
actually
filler.
like real. Like I don't think I've ever met anyone that lived in like Virginia that was raised in Virginia. Like that's
That's
not
what I'm
real.
saying. Like I swear it's like fake. Like
Yeah, they're paid
I do
actors
live
that
in
live there.
Arkansas. Now, I'm convinced everyone in Arkansas is like paid actors though. Like but me. Like I'm like the one guy that's put in there just for fun.
You made it
But I will
out.
put someone real in there. Exactly. I made it out somehow.
Everyone else is in
Somehow.
the Truman Show. It's just the same thing every single day.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just some like fake life. Like I'm convinced.
And then do you have like in Arkansas? I've never been there. So is it like a cuisine that stands out, or like what was your favorite type of food growing up, or like
Ooh.
that you enjoy?
No, so here's the thing. With Arkansas, we have bomb tacos. Like I'm not kidding. I've been to
Mm,
Cali, obviously. I mean, it goes head to head, let me tell you. The tacos there
really?
are really good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I actually love them.
And they're like street tacos, like authentic street
Yeah, yeah,
tacos.
street tacos. Yeah, street tacos, obviously. Taco
Damn.
trucks everywhere, literally everywhere.
I might have to make the
Anywhere you
trip
can.
out. Maybe I
It's
didn't know
good.
Arkansas's or Little Rock's game. Like I might need to go pull up
Yeah.
and see.
It has good Hispanic food for sure.
Ooh, I need that. I always love Hispanic. Always love the street tacos. We just had some with Dante the other day. I almost stole them on accident. I was
What?
IRL streaming,
How?
and I was okay. So this is what we walked up. I'm IRL streaming. I order in Spanish, and I'm like hyped up because I said like 5 words in
Oh, you're like,
Spanish.
yeah, you're
So I
like,
was like,
yo,
yeah. I
or
was like,
not.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, aura. And then I got 3 tacos. Dante got 3 tacos. I go and get the salsas, and then I'm just IRL streaming. So I'm trying to entertain my chat, and I just hop the wall back into the car, and then my chat's
I'm like,
like,
hello?
no, the workers didn't say anything. My chat's like because it's cash only. So they
Yeah.
said, "Yo, are you gonna pay?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" As I'm getting in the car, I'm like, "Oh shit, I didn't even pay."
Yeah.
And so I ran
Yeah.
back real quick and gave him a 20, like $20 for 6 tacos, street tacos. That's a
That's
good deal.
good.
That's a
That's
good
good.
tip.
That's great.
I
Yeah,
tipped him
yeah,
right there. So I
100%.
was like, that was my bad though. I didn't mean to like almost steal, but
Honestly, the fact
shout
they
out to
didn't
his
say anything,
chat.
like you gotta tip that. Like you kind of gotta
Yeah,
expect that. Like
I
I'm like,
do.
fair enough, I guess. Yeah.
They're real. They were just about to let me eat for free. So
Fair
shout
enough.
out to the taco guys. Shout out El Primo Tacos
Out of them.
in Venice. Go check it out if you're in the area for sure. It's best tacos. They're so fucking good. But now getting into like the comp side of Call of Duty, because you were gaming a lot since you were younger. When do you actually like who taught you or who told you about and how'd you like learn and start playing comp COD?
Well, honestly, like I was watching like Nade's YouTube videos, Scrump's YouTube videos, and like BO2, but like I didn't really know what comp was there. I was just like, oh,
Mm,
they're like big content creators who are like good at the game, cool.
yeah.
And then I played like game battles in BO3. I was playing like free for alls, game battles back then, like Radar on. Like a little bit, didn't really play too much, and then I started watching events in BO3 like towards the end of it,
Mm,
and that's when like I saw events, but I was just like, oh, like I don't know, like this has to be like impossible to get into. Right? I'm just like in my head, like I don't know how to get into it at all. I'm just like, whatever. Like I'm just thinking game battles is like a more competitive like pubs pretty much.
yeah.
Like, I'm not thinking anything too deep into it. And then in BO Air, no sorry, in World War II, on PlayStation 4, there's a thing called communities, right? And I start searching up like, oh, I want to play game battles with people, right? So I searched up like a game battles PS4 community, and I met people through that. And we used to play like, you know how in World War II there's like the game battles integration.
Yeah, yeah.
So we used to play that. We used to play like, yeah. So we used to play like, what's it called? Like just 44 variants all the
Yeah.
time. And then in BO4, one of my teammates from there told me about like, oh, you should make a Twitter. There's like events and stuff you can go to. I'm like, what? Like events? I'm like, nah, there's no way. And
Yeah.
then I made a Twitter and I started like looking them up. And they started telling me about an event called a Shoney, which is like a Texas event. Um, and I was like, bro, wait, what? Like, I can go to this? I'm like, and I'm like tweaking. I'm like, what? Like, how? And so then that's kind of where like I got like really into it. That was kind of like the three, I guess, like steps of me getting into like
Hmm.
kind of finding out how to actually like go pro, I guess. But yeah, that kind of blew my mind, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember the same way too. Because like when you're on the outside, it's so hard. You're like, how the fuck do
Yeah.
you get to do this? How are there people on stage playing and everything? Where do you even start? How do you get to the event? Like there were so many questions. So it all worked out though for you. It all worked
Yeah.
out. But we'll get on to like how you got to your first events and everything a little bit later. But was there like a person? It doesn't have to be like a pro, but was there someone who first noticed your talents? Whether it was just like in-game battles, like kind of like, yo, let's start scrimming or playing eights or something. Was there someone like that for you?
Yeah. It's one of my like friends that I've known since I was 14 that I'm still friends with to this day. Is
Hmm.
his name's Ryan like Kabase. It's just like Kabase is like his gamer tag, but yeah, I've known him since I was 14, and he was kind of like the one who would. I remember I used to like play against him, or I played with him. He like tried getting me on a team, then I scrimmed with another team versus him, and I was definitely I was 14, so I was pretty annoying to him, but he used to always like gas me up and kind of
Yeah.
tell me like I actually had the talent to do it. So you know he kind of like helped me like realize that, I guess,
Yeah.
for anyone. So
And what game was that? When was it still
that was
Black Ops
BO4.
4?
That was in
Okay.
BO4. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. And then when did you actually go to your first event?
It was, I'm trying to think, March or May of BO4. I had to convince my mom because I was always really scared to tell my mom about going
Yeah.
to events because I always knew like, we weren't very fortunate. So getting her to take me to events was always gonna be hard. So I always like waited till last second, which made it way harder, obviously. I
Yeah,
didn't really think of
yeah.
it
Yeah.
beforehand because
Back then you
I was
like you don't
scared.
understand like
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All I knew
flights are
is like
more
yeah,
expensive or just
exactly.
driving because she has
Yeah,
to take time or whatever it is, like it's
exactly.
makes it a lot more rushed.
Yeah, so I had to. I remember we went out to like the lake one day, and I was like, right then I told my mom, I was like, Mom, can you take me to this event in Houston? It was like 2, 3 days before, and I remember she was like so mad at me, whatever, but she still took me, and that's when I
W mom.
went to my first. Yeah, nah, shout out my mom.
Shout out
Um,
Mama Deceives.
yeah, and then yeah, so she took me. It was like a 5.5 hour drive, 6 hour drive,
Mm-hmm.
and that was especially when I went to that event and played at that event. That was when I like fell in love with COD. So if
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't for her taking me, maybe I probably wouldn't have like fell in love with it as much as I did. So
Yeah. And that was just like open bracket stuff?
it was just like a local LAN. It was
Oh,
just like
just
a
local,
local,
just
yeah,
local.
like
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was just a local LAN. I was 14, just going to an event with like a pickup team, and yeah, it was I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what's good, Joe? You got the other Jobo gassing you up in the chat. So much aura. Yes, sir.
Nah, that guy's aura, not me.
He
I
does
don't
have
work with him.
aura. He's on Optic too. I mean, well, he's on Optic with me.
It's not. Yeah,
But yeah, everyone in the chat, shout out, Mama Joe, Mama Deceives. She took her son to an event, and look at him now. He's a superstar. He became a superstar right in front of our eyes. He blossomed. So shout out, Mama Deceives. And then what was your first major event that you went to?
it was the Raleigh event in MW2. That's the
Okay,
first event I went to with the LAG Academy. And yeah, we ended up winning that. That was we played the pro am. We got nuzzled by FaZe first round. Shout out those guys. They nuzzled me.
damn.
Um, yeah, it wasn't great. We won both hard points. I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna win this. Didn't win it. Then we beat London. We lost to Seattle 3-0.
Hmm.
So we got the two out of the top three teams there. So that was good in one bracket. That was fun. And then yeah, we ended up winning the challenger event pretty easily. Honestly, I don't think there is. I don't think we went game 5 ever.
Yeah.
So
Wait, if I remember correctly, wasn't there some like drama of you getting picked up at some point? Because like they were like
yeah.
they were saying you're a rank play kid. I think I remember that like a couple years ago when you first got picked up.
Yeah. That was kind of like the whole like stigma around me was people thought I was on a sub, like I had a sub spot on LAG, but I never did. I was never on like the sub. I was always on like the academy team.
Hmm.
But everyone thought like because like Mo, who obviously had just won challengers
Yeah.
or challenger champ, sorry. Like he didn't. People were saying like he didn't get a sub spot. I'm pretty sure he did get offers though, from what
I
I
think I
know
think
or
he
remember.
did to
I'm
someone. I'm
pretty sure
pretty
he
sure
got
he got
offered
like
and
a
just declined them.
yeah
But people were attacking, or like not attacking me, but I mean, I don't know, you could say it or not. But I
yeah.
remember there's like people, saying like, I don't know how he got a spot, like I don't even know who he is, blah blah blah, this, that, the other. When I was 18, and like, yeah, I understand it, but like, I mean, how, like, I just, yeah, it was. I mean, what am I gonna do? Say
Yeah, I'm just
no?
doing
Like,
my
you know what
thing.
I'm saying? It's
Like
like that's what
they
I'm saying.
gave
Like, I'm
me
not gonna say
offered me a
no.
spot.
Exactly, and I mean, at the end of the day, like,
Yeah.
I don't really care. Like, kind of, if anything, I feel like it was a good thing because it kind of pushed me like to like prove them wrong, especially like in challengers more than anything was
Yeah.
people were saying like that I was gonna get ran, whatever, this, that, the other, and then we went on, won the first cup, When they won the first event, played well at the pro am, and yeah, I got in the league. So.
And then when did you join LAG? Like, how did that go down? Like, who
So
got
yeah,
dropped? Who spot you take? Who hit you up? Like, who sent you that text? Like, yo, Joe, it's time.
well, I don't think there's one thing I don't think people know is I'll kind of leak it now because
Oh, we're leaking. We're leaking.
I'll leak it now. But before the event, I had got hit up to join the team, and there was like they were going back and forth with it because, from my understanding, is they wanted to let the academy team like play out the event,
Mm-hmm.
but LAG also weren't in a good spot at that time, and they kind of wanted to bring me in. I think for I don't remember who it would have been for. It was either Nep or Hook. I'm not too sure, but yeah, there was like a lot of talks. Like one day I was getting told, okay, you're gonna join the team. Then the next day, he's like, okay, he's gonna call you and give you the contract. I'm like, okay. So I'm scrimming on the academy team while trying to figure this all out. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on? And then I'm being told, yeah, it's happening. No, it's not happening. And I'm like, what is going on here? And then yeah, so eventually they just let us like play it out because they wanted us to kind of win the event because yeah, I mean the LAG team wasn't too great at the time.
Yeah, LAG teams never are really too great, except
Yeah,
if it's Vanguard Major 2.
that is true. Shout out those guys for winning that event. But so then like I said, after the major one, I kind of knew I was gonna be on the team anyways.
Yeah.
I didn't know how like big of a change was happening. Um, and yeah, so I mean, the coaches and I'm pretty sure Alec like hit me up was like, yo, like we're gonna get this done, blah blah blah. And then yeah, I joined the team, and I didn't tell my mom I was moving until like 3 days before, so that was also.
Can you start telling your mom like?
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I'm good, Mom. I'm moving across the country. Like maybe a week.
Yeah.
Let's start at a week, okay? It doesn't need to be a whole
Yeah.
month, but that would be nice to actually plan some
it'd be
things
great,
out.
honestly.
To like, hey, can you help me pack? Oh, boom. What do I got to bring? Like it makes life easier for everyone, Joe. Like you shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, Mom, moving across the country in 24 hours. Like Joe, you gotta work on this planning a little bit better, okay?
Yeah,
she's gonna listen to this and then she's gonna agree.
No, she 100% will agree. It was just like it was one of those things where I was like, it was the first time I'm moving, and I moved during school. So
Oh wait,
I
you
was
were in
just really
school?
scared. Yeah, I was finishing my senior year.
Oh shit, you were in high school still.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm in school doing all this.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Wait, so at what point in the story were you like, what? So you're in school, and you went to all these events while in school.
Well, to be fair, yeah, what happened? But to be fair, the major one was during like our Christmas break.
Okay, that's
so I didn't
nice
miss
at
anything.
least.
So that was good. Like I didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in school doing all this, and I was trying to like finish early, but then I never even got to that point.
Yo, he didn't even say, "Yo, Mom, I'm moving across." He said, "Mom, I'm dropping out of school and moving across the country." Not one, but two. And she's probably like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Well, yeah, it was just one of those things. Like I was just so scared to tell my mom that I'm moving because like I just knew like she was gonna cry, and I was like, I don't want to I don't want to see that. So it was like I don't know. I felt really bad.
So I'm gonna tell her last second and then leave, so I don't have to see her crying.
So, like, I don't gotta see it all. Exactly. I'm like, yeah, I don't gotta see everything. We're good. But yeah, no, that wasn't smart. No, that wasn't smart. I would definitely change that if I could.
Wait, that's a crazy story because like I don't think there's very many kids that turn 17, still in their senior year of high school, and then just move across the country, and then tell their parents 3 days. I don't even know if many parents would have allowed that, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, to be fair, my parents like like I said, they knew what I was doing, but they weren't. Like, they didn't know how like it really works. So they're just like, you gotta just go blah 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 blah. But then when I was on LAG Academy and I started getting paid and like they saw it, they're like, okay, like, they're like,
it's the opportunity.
Then they're like, okay, cool, like they understand now.
Yeah, they're hustlers.
They were a lot more supportive right then and there. So
they're like, let's be real, Joe. You're not going to school to be a lawyer or a doctor.
Exactly.
This is your calling right here.
They knew how much I hated school, so that was one thing.
They're like, you're getting C's and D's anyways. We might as well let you. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, what were your actual grades though?
Probably C's and D's.
No.
I was always like trying to do the bare minimum to get through school. Because I don't know. Every time I would go to school, especially once I started competing, or like once I really started competing and know I can go pro.
Yeah.
I was just like, all I could think about was COD, and and it was always really hard for me to like focus anyways in school. So yeah.
Don't worry, I was the same way. I was in I was in freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. I'm tweeting out the pictures of my tests and like I'm asking people for help so they could I'm like, yo, I'm texting my teammates who are in like college and shit. I'm like, yo, I need help on my geometry. Yeah, I was texting.
Tell me a story about that.
I was texting Eric. So a lot of people try to say they helped me pass, or a lot of people take credit for helping me pass like high school and like get good grades, but they don't know that there was a lot of people involved, so they were just one little cog in the system. So
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't realize that
yeah,
they're just like a little piece in the puzzle.
like you didn't help as much as you think because there was a whole team helping me.
Exactly.
I was like, oh,
Exactly.
you want $20 for my essay? Boom. Oh shit.
So
I was doing everything. What's up? What are you gonna ask?
so what you're saying is they're not as important as they think. All right, cool.
Oh
You
yeah,
said it,
yeah,
not
yeah.
me.
It
All
was
right,
a team effort, as you could say.
heard that. I'm
It
hearing you.
was because it's like you're investing for your future, but you're putting it's like a time investment. So I could put my more time into Call of Duty because I was in class every
Oh,
day. You
they'll do
know,
all that. I'll play COD. You guys
yeah,
have fun.
yeah. Like you guys should definitely,
I'm hearing you.
you guys should all definitely make sure you try hard in school and be smart. Okay, don't be like
I do
me,
agree with that.
or you won't be able
Or
to
me.
speak coherent English. Unfortunately. Wait, so did you ever go back and finish high school?
No, I haven't. Honestly,
It's all good. You're rich, so it doesn't matter. You can finish that whenever you want.
well, it's just like to be fair, like my off season, like so far up until this point, have been like super stressful with like,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, LAG to LAT was just me even knowing if I was gonna be in the league after that year, and then yeah, we'll get deeper into the rest. But
yeah.
yeah, it was always
That's a
thinking.
crazy story. I did not know that. I don't know if many people knew
Yeah,
that about you. Like I definitely did not know you were in school. And then, yeah, shout out to your mom though, because yeah, you put her through hell and back. It seems
Mhm.
you never. She doesn't know what to expect every time she sees you.
I'm saying I'm coming back. Something new's about to happen.
You're like, yeah,
Hey,
mom.
let me know.
Actually, I'm moving to Europe. All of a sudden,
Yeah,
in 48 hours, I'm going to Europe.
dude, that's
Like,
kind of how it was when I said I moved to Toronto. They're like Toronto. I'm like,
they're
what?
like,
They're like, what?
you moved to Canada, huh?
That's what I'm saying. They're like, another country? Are you sure? Like, I don't know. But,
Okay, but then with that actual LAG roster, when you started playing on it, I mean, I don't think you guys, I can't remember, but I don't think you guys did too well after. But obviously, you probably weren't, you're not in the best situation being on LAG. Who was your actual roster again?
me, Alec, or Arcides,
Yeah.
Assault, and Exceed.
Oh, Exceed.
Tricky team.
Yep. Shout out Exceed, man. He just got 88. He got promoted from Burger King to
He
Five
did.
Guys
He did. He did
employee.
have a pretty well event. Or
Shout
pretty
out,
event.
shout out Exceed. But how was it playing with that team? Just like, did you like the people on it? Like, what was the good and the bad of that team?
Yeah, so I feel like at the very start, when everyone's like, we're new team, honeymoon, we were actually really good,
I
honestly. Like
remember.
our
Wait,
hardpoint was really
yeah,
good.
your hardpoint was really good because you guys
Yeah,
beat.
our
That's
hardpoint
when
was
you beat
insane.
like FaZe and some other teams on hardpoint. I remember that.
hmm Yeah, we beat Thieves, we beat you guys, we beat. I think that was it.
Us
We got
guys.
yeah, we beat yeah, we beat Rocker at
When?
major two calls. You can watch it back, but that was when like I think it was the
I don't
control.
remember
They
that.
like cut it, like the observers lagged out, so like people didn't even see the series finish.
Oh
So we
wait, I
won.
remember that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That now I remember it.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I wait.
GG's by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways,
GG's.
listen, this year doesn't count. Anyways,
Oh wait. Well, don't worry. We'll get to Black
so
Ops 6 here versus me
yeah,
and you head to
yeah,
head.
yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about that. Anyway, so yeah, we were actually really good, especially in scrims. Our harpoon was really good.
Hmm.
And then we did get reversed up by FaZe. I feel like after that, like that was when like our team kind of, and I don't know why. I can't remember why. I don't know what really happened after that. But we got reversed up by FaZe, and then after that, like we played Ultra, we got ran. I think we won like was it? I think we won like a Harpoon or S&D
Hmm.
or something like that. I don't know, and that was it. And yeah, after that, our team kind of just went like this.
Yeah.
The
That's
very
usually how
bottom.
it goes. There's always like you're doing all right, but then there's always that one match that either catapults you to success, or if you lose it, it's just like everything's a downward spiral after that. So
Yeah, exactly. And that was the
that's
FaZe
not.
series.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
so
that's never fun when that
yeah.
happens.
But besides, I mean, like I said, like the start of the team, like I loved it. I was, obviously new kid,
Yeah. It's
18,
like your
in the
first
league. Like I'm
chance.
like, yeah, and we beat, like I said, we beat these, we beat you guys. I'm like, yo, this league shit is easy. Like, what the fuck? Like, LAT just won champs. They lost us. We're playing you guys. I'm like, bet, like, this shit's easy.
That was
Then we
stage two calls
lost.
you played us.
Yeah, yeah, stage two
Stage
calls.
two.
And then we lost, and I was like, oh shit, this shit's
Yeah.
not. It's not that easy anymore, guys. I was
And
like,
then
it's kind of
the
hard,
losses start
guys.
stacking on and on. You're like,
Yeah,
oh
I'm like,
fuck.
guys, we gotta win, right? Like, gotta win eventually.
Next
We
one's the
won like a
one.
series or there. We won like a series or there. It's like, okay, cool. And then, yeah, I don't know. It was, yeah, it was definitely up and down, and mostly down for the
Yeah.
most part. Yeah, I don't know. It felt like I said, like after that face series, everything just kind of like shifted into like a bad spot, and everyone just kind of. It got to a point where everyone just got on just to get on. Like it was just like, okay, we
Yeah.
have to because we're getting paid.
Like
So
the season's kind of
that
chalked.
wasn't.
Like you get the feeling in the camp is just like there's no actual passion anymore. It's just like you have
Yeah,
to play so you're
exactly.
playing.
Yeah, and that was definitely like in a sense like heartbreaking for me because I also felt like that year I didn't put in like my full effort too.
Hmm.
And yeah, so it's not like it was just like their fault and that's it. It's never my fault. Like
Yeah.
it was definitely my fault. Like I kind of like didn't put my full effort once it got to a point. Because there's like a lot of roster change talks like inside that team. About like, oh, we're gonna drop this guy, or no, we're gonna drop this guy, we're gonna drop that guy, and it was just always like it was just a spinning cycle of it's his fault, it's his fault, it's his fault,
Yeah.
that guy's fault, and it was just like, yeah, at a point it was just like kind of mentally wearing me down, and that was definitely not fun. Like my favorite part was obviously being in the league, and the very start of it all was fun, but towards like after that
Yeah,
it was not
it
great.
was a rough start. I mean,
Yeah,
it's even like a rough team to be a part of, everything, and then all that drama eventually adds up because that
yeah,
means
exactly.
there's no like solution, nothing's even attempting to get fixed. So it just sucks to be involved when you know your team's chalked, and then you're just kind of stuck there, having to finish the season out. But MWT season ends, going into MW3, you ended up getting on LAT. How did that all go down? Because I be after MW2, I think people like saw like everyone else was like, oh, the LAG team's terrible, but like that Joe kid, like he seems decent. Obviously, he's put in a rough situation, but he kind of people saw your potential a little bit. So how did getting onto
Yeah,
LAT work?
yeah. So after the season ends, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, this is about to be rough. Like, I'm about to get on like a bottom like four team, like or not a great team, and I'm just like, this is gonna be a really hard situation. And I don't really remember what all was happening. Like, there was like something shifting, and I was just like, because I'm not, because I was at Champs that year. I went to Champs just to watch it,
Yeah,
and like I had gotten told like, oh, like Sam's retiring, and then like I'm being told like, Dill is doing this, and I'm like, is that team like breaking up? And then I had an agent, or a different agent than I do now, um, and he was telling me like, oh, LAT is exploding. I'm like, what? Like they're like, their team is just like
yeah,
kind of going
they're
everywhere.
blowing
I'm
it
like,
up. Yeah.
what? Yeah, I'm like, bro, what's going on here? And so he's like, oh, I'm gonna try and see if I can like talk to Brandon, who's a GM at the time, and like
Mm.
get you in contact with them. I'm like, bet, like, in my because like I said, in my head, like I'm still like
Oh
technically
yeah,
like this is technically my new first year.
yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, I still have a lot to learn. Last year I didn't really learn too much. Um, and I'm like, okay, cool. Cap, Shane, like, and Brandon, like, those guys are like,
It's a
I
great
feel like they kind of
staff.
speak for themselves. Yeah, they
Yeah,
speak for themselves in the sense of like they know how to play the game.
yeah.
They'll teach you everything. And so yeah, so I got in contact with Brandon. He was kind of telling me everything. What was going on with the team. Um, obviously, I think everyone can tell last year or that year was kind of like a rebuild year in like every sense of like budget, this, that,
I
and the
think you guys
other.
earned more money than
Um,
LAT this year.
well, anyways,
I saw a tweet about that, and Nate spent like
did we?
probably 5 times as much. I think that might be true. Chat, you might have to fact check me. I think I saw like the other day, like
Oh,
yesterday, someone tweeted that.
oh, that's not for me to speak on, but so yeah, so like I said, it was obviously a rebuild year, so I
Yeah,
kind of knew what I was getting into of like, um, you know, I guess monetarily. I had other offers on like I think there's a point where like G or Rocker offered me, um, and yeah, I was just like, I want to go to LAT. I want the coaching staff there. Like, I want them to teach me how to play COD. Like, at the end of the day, like, I know how talented I am.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just more about me getting into like understanding the game and understanding like the pacing of COD, in like a professional level and like against the best teams. Because that was, that's always been my thing. So I just want to, be the best I can be and win. Like, that's
yeah.
pretty much it. And yeah, so after I knew the LAT offer was there, I kind of like, I had like kind of talked to LAG a bit. They had obviously like not extended me, but they were kind of talking to me about making a new team, and that kind of just went away randomly. So
Mm,
the LAT thing was always gonna be my number one option, anyways. But that kind of just solidified it for me.
yeah.
And yeah, so I talked to Cap and Shane a bit because then I started playing CS with them too. Just kind of let them know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like we were playing CS that off season, and yeah, I feel like that was um yeah, that's kind of how that happened. So
One sec, Joe. I have someone trying to attack you, so
attack me.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm only attacking you if they pay money. Okay. But someone said that you or the LAT they only made 50K more than you. That's what someone said. So I don't know the exact numbers, but apparently 50K more. That's not too bad for a rebuild year.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad at
Yeah, I
all.
don't mind it. I'll take the prize money we made from last two events.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys weren't that good the whole season. I know there was like the
Yeah,
struggles and like hard point at the beginning, But then at champs, you guys got fourth, and then EBC got second. So like you really started putting it together at the end, and that's when all you guys were getting gas as individuals and as a team. You, Dan, Nasty, Kremp, like was how do you like working with those players and on that team?
Yeah, I mean, I that was definitely I loved that team. Honestly, I feel like every day we were all like I said, we were all like kind of in that headspace of like, we got to prove ourselves. We're like the underdogs.
Yeah,
We're technically nobodies. I feel like the only person who really had recognition at the time was Dan, because obviously he just
yeah,
came off of
yeah.
Optic.
We dropped him off
Um,
optic back then.
and you guys, like Optic post dropped him. And so yeah, it was kind of like everyone got on every day just to like get better, like become the best they can be. And obviously it took us a while because we all are like new kids. Especially me and Kyle. Byron had been
Yeah,
in the league a bit. He's on the Ravens team, and Dan was on Optic, obviously. But so we got on every day just to like become the best we can be, and it was definitely like the most fun I've had scrimming like so far in my career.
yeah,
Even when things are going bad, we're just all like kids, so we're just like
yeah,
loud,
yeah. I'll just
energetic,
yapping.
who cares, like, and yeah, it was definitely like a great time. We'd all come back. We had like a team like us in a sense. And yeah, I mean it was definitely. I mean, I loved it. Like I said, every day we'd get on. Shane, Cap, and Brandon also made our jobs way easier. They were
Mm,
doing a great job of kind of adapting to how we are compared to their old team of like coaching us. And I feel like I've talked to them about that. Like that was kind of like the hardest thing at the start, especially with me because I'm like not I'm not the same as Dill, Can, Draws, all them.
oh
So
yeah, they're just a little more
uh,
seasoned, you know.
yeah, obviously it took me a lot longer than it did my teammates. I feel like to kind
Hmm.
of adapt to how to actually play winning COD. But yeah, I mean, kudos to them. I mean, they kind of brought that out of me, especially towards the last two events. So yeah.
And then I heard you say you kind of had like a team house. Like, what was the actual living situation like? Like, how did that work?
It
Like, was it
was
half
like a
team house, half not, or like
it
how'd it
was
go?
nah, it was a big team apartment that we lived in. So all four of
Mm,
us lived in there, and that was yeah, that was I like for that time it was fun. Now that I've had my own apartment, I would never do that again. But
yeah. Wait, so would you
yeah,
have like
now
bunk
it's
beds and
definitely
stuff, or like?
nah. We all had our own rooms, our own bathrooms. Like
Oh,
we all
okay.
had like our own areas. That's what I'm saying. It was like
And then there was
we
like a
had our own
common
stuff.
area though.
Yeah, so there was like the living room and like the
Oh,
kitchen. We would all like I know Byron and Dan and like Kyle would like watch a movie there. Because I would always stay late at the compound, like just playing.
yeah, because you actually care and they
So
don't.
that's what I'm saying. Nah, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But yeah, I would always stay like late at the compound to play, always extra, because like we didn't have setups at the apartments. So and either way, honestly, like I loved playing at the facility.
Yeah.
Like that compound, I loved the compound there. So yeah, it was good.
And during your time at LAT, who'd you say which like person was the had the biggest impact on you?
Hmm?
Whether it was a player, a coach, or anything?
It's kind of hard because I feel like all of them kind of helped me in different
Oh
aspects.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Honestly,
like that. It's a good
like
answer.
I mean, it's not even like a PR answer. It's a
It
genuine
definitely
answer of
wasn't
like
JCap. Definitely wasn't JCap.
that Cap might have. He's definitely up there at like the top. But I don't know. I feel like all of them helped me in different areas of my game.
Yeah,
Like, and that's why like I loved it the most because like Kyle helped me in S&D a lot. Like he made the game so easy for me in S&D.
yeah. He's really good at search.
Byron and Dan helped me like just as like a teammate. My comms, kind of just not being dumb in game, and same with Shane and Cap. Um, and yeah, they kind of help. They all just help boost my confidence to where it is today. So yeah.
Shout out to everyone. Damn, I just wanted you to roast JCap a little bit, but I do think he
I
is your
can't. Sadly, I
biggest
would love
fan.
to, but
He
nah,
is
he
your
is.
biggest fan. He's always saying you're pretty much the second coming of God. Like, so he
I'm
loves
gonna go
you.
that
He's
far.
always
But
said you're
yeah.
like the most talented superstar talent levels. And I mean, you showed it this year. You showed it this year. So JCap is finally what he was seeing and what he envisioned is kind of what we got this year. And hopefully
Yeah,
it can continue throughout your career.
yeah, that is true. He's told me all the time if I wasn't a superstar by the time my career's over that he'd yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I can say the rest, but yeah.
Would he keep you safe?
Yeah, he'd keep me really safe.
No, that's good. He's always a
Yeah.
very
Yeah, exactly.
thoughtful
He's always a
guy.
very caring person.
A very thoughtful guy. And then after that season, because you guys had a really good end to it, like I said, you got fourth at champs, you got second EWC, so you made a shit ton of prize money there. But then like Thieves kind of got put on the map, so I'm pretty sure you guys. The rumor was you were gonna pick up like drop Byron or Nasty and pick up Sib from NYSL, but then the whole super team formed. And how the fuck did that go? Because you went from yo, we're about to stay here and pick someone up to oh shit, they're getting Hydra Scrap and all these other people. Like, well, what was it like?
Yeah, so I had I mean I don't feel like it's an issue if I kind of break this down. But yeah, so like I said, I'd been told like they were like very interested in keeping me and extending me. So I was like, okay, cool. Like that was like
That's easy. Like
like
I'm
my
here
number
again.
one option. Yeah, exactly. My whole number one option that off season was staying on LAT because
Yeah.
I love being there. Like I genuinely just love being at LAT and like just playing with my teammates, right? So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And obviously I get told like, oh, the Byron thing's happening, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, like I
It's
trust what
just
my teammates
Byron.
to
Like it's
do.
whatever.
Yeah.
No,
I'll go that far. Nah, but like
Byron's a
I just
beast, man.
trusted
Shout out to
what my teammates
Byron.
wanted to do. I would trust what my teammates wanted to do, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's fine, whatever. And then I went to Cancun with on vacation, and at Cancun I get told like, oh, like, we're gonna keep you, blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So they extended me, and so I'm like, I bet. And they had already kind of talked about like getting a new contract for me. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like this is my life is super easy right now. Like I already know my options done. Like that's it. Like I just gotta worry about if we're changing, what we're
Yeah.
doing. That's it. Like that's pretty simple. And then so I went to Cancun, and that I figured that out. I'm like, cool, that's easy. Played the beta. I'm having the time of my life. I'm like, my life is super simple. This is easy. And then I went to Rocket League Worlds that off season, or yeah, that year in Dallas.
What's
And when I
that?
get there, I get told Rocket League. It's like their
Oh,
campus.
Rocket League Worlds. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you.
I went there, and then I get told like by like a different source that there's like a super team being built on or whatever on LAT. I'm like, what? Because I'd heard like obviously Paco and Scrap might have went C9.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. And then I get told it's happening on my team, and I'm like,
You said,
huh?
wait, the super teams. The
That's
super
it.
team's on like C9, right? It's not LAT.
Yeah,
Like, no, I
you
think it's
mean C9,
LAT.
not LAT, right? Like I got
No,
the
we mean
wrong thing,
LAT. Like
right?
LA Thieves, LAT.
Yeah. Like wrong team, right? So yeah, obviously that all then starts kicking off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, what is going on? That was kind of like when my life became stressful because I'm like, what is like happening? I have like calls like pretty much every day about like hearing if it's happening or not, and hearing what are my options, what can I do, and yeah, it was just a big like a shit show in the sense for me like of just like, do I do this? Like, do I do that? Do I wait?
Hmm.
Like, and then some days I'm being told it's happening, some days I'm not being told it's not happening, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? So yeah, that was definitely very stressful. That's definitely the most stressful I think I've been in my life, honestly.
Yeah.
Just hearing whether or not I'm leaving, what I got to do, you know, yeah, and just all that. So yeah, it was definitely very stressful. But at the end of the day, I landed on, obviously the Ultra opportunity came up, and I was just like, well, I mean, that's definitely the best option I have, and I think they're all great players. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I might as well do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a couple other offers, obviously teaming with
Yeah.
you
We could have
on
teamed with me, Joe. We could have stayed in
I
LA
could have.
together.
Yeah,
Nah, listen. Black Ops 6 attached was not very good. Versus you, Black Ops 6 attached was good. I mean, I was piecing you
yeah,
on
versus
main
me,
stage
yeah, you
on
were.
LAN. But other than that, like, I was checked out of it. So, but we could have lived in a team house together. Wouldn't that have been fun to see each other
Yeah,
every
that would
day?
have been a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun.
So you would rather had your own apartment in Toronto and then live with me, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, like it's very close. Trust me, it's really close. It's like right there. But I think I'd rather take my own apartment.
All right, all right. Maybe we can move in together. Maybe we could split an apartment now.
Yeah, yeah,
To
maybe
like
we can
relive
definitely
those
talk
days
about
like
that.
that we missed out on because we don't know what
Yeah,
could have been.
100%. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that for sure.
Yeah, well, I'll
Yeah,
text you after the stream and we'll get it.
yeah,
Maybe I'll move to
exactly,
Toronto real
exactly,
quick.
exactly. If I don't respond, there's
Easy.
no reason for it. I'm like lagging or something.
Wait, actually, there was a lot of people in the chat saying like, who was on that vacation in Cancun that you attended? Like, what was the list of people you were with?
It was me, Abizi, Draws, Skies, and their like
Oh,
all their girlfriends. So
you, Abizi, Draws, Skies. That's interesting because I know Abizi. I just saw his tweet. I don't know if this is like related, but Abizi, he said he's an unrestricted free agent. Draws has said he's. Oh no, Abizi's restricted. Draws is unrestricted free agent. So that's interesting that you're on vacation with those types of players. But no, that's really cool. That's really cool.
I mean,
So you and Abizi seem like this.
yeah. I mean, like I said, we're definitely that's definitely like one of my good friends. Like definitely one of
And you know what they
definitely
say
one of
in
my
the
best.
CDL? It's all a friendship league.
It is a
It
friendship
is a
league.
friendship league.
I mean,
So I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen with that? But there's always craziness. There's always bullshit rumors flying around. I'm sure none of it's actually true. Um, but then what's it called? Black Ops 6. What would you say? Like, who was the most vocal person? Because you used to have like tons of coaches, like a great staff on LAT, and then on Toronto when you were playing for this team this past season. Like, who was the most vocal person or whether it's a player or outside a game, a coach for you guys during like your scrims? Like who really pushed the needle to improve?
I definitely think it was our coaches and Toby were like definitely the most vocal, I would say.
Mm,
Um, they're definitely the ones kind of guiding us, of like kind of teaching me and Ben on how like they like to play the game because
yeah,
obviously we kind of came from completely different systems. Ben obviously was off of a really bad year playing
yeah, that was
Boston.
he was in the
I was off
penitentiary.
of yeah, yeah, that wasn't great. I was off of LAT team who played completely different than they did. Honestly, we were like a lot like faster. We kind of just ran it down, but like in a smart way on LAT. And then obviously Toronto is a lot more slow, methodical, kind of taking their time.
Mm,
Better comp, like probably the best comps in the league. And yeah, so it was definitely like them kind of like helping us adjust to them because my comms especially at the very start of our team weren't great. It definitely affected our respawn a lot. And yeah, so that definitely took a bit to kind of nail down in a sense.
mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, it's definitely like them kind of being on our asses, just helping us kind of adjust. So,
Yeah. And what would you say is like the biggest thing that you improved on this year? If you just had to pick one.
I definitely think it was my comms and just helping me kind of, and like me just like reading the map. I feel like last year I was kind of just like not always super confident in reading the map, but I feel like this year I could literally just like kind of go into Codcast POV and just like see the map in a
Yeah.
sense. Especially like at events, I feel like was always when I would do my best. So yeah.
And with you guys, Toronto, because Toronto has always been like a pretty good org. They've always won a tournament in the CDL like every single season of it. And this was the first time they didn't. But you guys were still like pretty good. You always floated around like fourth to sixth area. Is there, now that you've played for a couple seasons, what's like the biggest reason you weren't able to take that next jump to get into like that top two, top three, and like consistent championship Sunday contenders?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of things, especially this year, I would say, kind of went wrong for us. And I kind of tweeted it out after we lost to Vancouver, where it's just like, if we just make one decision differently, like this season could have been completely different
Yeah.
in the sense of like, I don't know, there's just like a lot of things that kind of went wrong this year. I don't want to blame it on just that because obviously there's a lot of in-game, things that went
Yeah.
wrong. I feel like this year especially we couldn't we were never like comfortable in how we wanted to play. Like we were never all like in agreement on one thing.
Yeah.
And it was just I don't know. It felt like always there was something different that like we wanted to do. Like as a team, there was not like a consistent basis of like, yeah, we want to play it this way
Yeah.
always. Not always, but
There's
I'm
always
saying like
people that just
kind of
weren't on the same page.
yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like that definitely went wrong for us. So yeah, it wasn't. I feel like this year was kind of a lot more heartbreaking than last year was because last year, like I said, we were all kind of new, up and coming. And we're just
Yeah.
like, we got fourth, second. Obviously, I would have loved to win EWC, and even champs. Obviously we have a race with Optic.
Oh, that was
But
a tough one.
yeah, that wasn't great. But yeah, this year is definitely a lot more heartbreaking because I felt like it was obviously, like I said, my breakout year, and on
Hmm.
top of that, I probably had the team to do it. Like I believe in all my teammates, 100%. But yeah, like I said, there's always just like a couple things that were just holding us back, and that was definitely the most like I guess heartbreaking. Like I said,
Yeah.
um,
Especially when you like because when you in LAT, if you guys would have won, it would have been like a huge surprise. Like at the beginning of the year, you would have never really expected to like win. Obviously, you're working hard and you're believing you can win, but like when you form a team that's a little bit more proven, I guess you could say, you're kind of like expecting that. Like, your
yeah.
expectations are just naturally higher. So what would you say is like who was your toughest matchup of the year? Like any
I
team or
would
any
definitely
player that you just couldn't beat in a map.
okay. Anyways, um, yeah. So C9 were obviously not a great matchup for us, but we didn't really play them after Major 2, so that was kind of after
Yeah.
Major 2
Yeah.
was
After they dropped me Major
and
3,
we did beat them,
I
and
think
we
you
did
guys
beat
beat them
them.
after they dropped me. So
Yeah,
that's
we
all I'm
did. We
saying.
did.
When I was on
So
the
yeah,
team,
maybe a
it
touch,
was
maybe a
3-0,
touch.
3-0. That's
Yeah,
all
it
I'm
might be a
saying.
touch. There was some Denver cheese in that though.
Denver cheese?
There was some Denver cheese in that
But
Major
then
2
but
qual.
then we did it at Major 2 on
Yeah, but
stage.
like
Was it
at
like
the very
on was it
least, though,
stage cheese?
at the event we lost by like a point every
Nah,
time.
yeah, it was
Like
the closest series
that's what I'm
ever.
saying. Like it was a barn burner,
It
and
was
then
crazy.
we went on to get third at that event. So like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it was just yeah. But I definitely thought the year obviously it was Vancouver. I feel like
Oh
it was
yeah.
always. I feel like every Vancouver series we played was always just like I said, if we win the map one in hard points, we win that series every single time. And it was always just like a play away.
Yeah.
Like protocol P4 wheel full road we have a full row. We got broke. I think Major 3, it was a 250, 249. If 04 doesn't team kill himself and spawn back P2, we probably win that map. Like it's just like
It's rant
literally
crazy
just things
shit
like that.
happening.
Obviously, there's a lot more issues on the map, but I'm just saying like
Yeah,
towards the end of them, like and then
that one
obviously
play.
this past one where we get 2v4 round 11. I try shooting an RC like an idiot for my teammate, and I die because of it, and he gets RC'd anyway. So
Uh,
it was just things like that where it's like at the end of the day, what can you do? Yeah, I don't know. I think the last one kind of hurt a bit more because I definitely felt like we were the better team, and I mean, if they don't agree with that, I don't know what to say. But
yeah.
yeah, it was just one of those where it's like, fair enough, GG's to those boys, but yeah.
And then going into, of course, Major 3, you had the whole drama that this hasn't happened for a while, it seems like. I know it's happened with different players at different times. Like in Black Ops 3, it happened with, I think, TK. I don't think Goonjar could go to the event. I think at one time in Black Ops 4 is when Zuma filled in for Optic because I think like Dashy couldn't go to the event or something. So then it happened with you guys too. Beans trying to get in for Major 3 in Florida. He wasn't able to travel. Walk me through what happened in those 24 hours, how that went. Because I'm assuming you guys went to the airport together, right?
Yeah. Well, I every time I go to the airport, I always test airport theory, which is like you get there last second, make it through. And I'm always on, by the way. Never miss a
Wait,
flight.
so you go
I've been
late on purpose?
not on purpose, but like I just always I'm late to the airport.
All right, you might be, you want wait. So you tell your mom you're dropping out of school and moving across the country with 3 days. You tell her to take you
Okay,
to an
that's
event
different.
2 days
No, that's
before,
different though. Like
and then
I'm
you just get to
scared.
the airport 5 minutes before this flight's boarding.
Nah, it's not that late. I'm still like a good amount before, just not like I'm not 2.5 hours early. I'm like an hour and a half.
Hmm.
Hour. So I'm saying like I'm not like late. Anyways, so yeah, so they get there. They get there with my whole team gets there, and I'm like I said, I'm chilling. And I'm like I get in the Uber, I start going, I'm seeing texts like Ben got pulled to the side. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just like
whatever. It'll
they're
probably
talking
be
about a
fine.
group chat. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, he's European. Some people, some of the guys are always, a bit mad. They're not the happiest campers. So they'll just pull you to the side for no reason. I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. And then, I'm chilling at the gate with my team. Okay, Ben's still not here. All right, cool. Guys, the flight's in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're like,
Boarding 5 minutes.
is he
It's kind of
okay?
awkward. Yeah. Or text him like, yo, hello, you there? Again, he's saying not out. Like, no one's talked to him so far. I'm like, okay, this is not great. And then I don't remember if it was mid-flight. I might have been before we took off. We get told he got denied into the U.S.
Damn.
So now I'm like, whoa, what is going on? And then now everyone's tweaking. We're like, what is going on? Blah blah blah. Because going into this event with Ben, I thought we were far and beyond the best team. FaZe were kind of dropping off a bit. We had just beat LAT online,
Oh
and
yeah. So like things were
I'm
kind of like
thinking,
clicking at that time.
yeah, I'm thinking like, okay, like RSN was really good at that event or online, sorry. And I'm thinking, all right, cool. Like, we're about to win this event. Like, this is like our best event. Like, we're gonna win this. All right, cool. Like our system, everything. I felt the most confident I've ever felt at an event. Um, and then yeah, all that kind of kicked off. And we're in the flight. We're in the air right now at this point, and we're all in like one like row, like one like
Yeah.
row. There's like this side, that side. My coach's on this side. Me, Toby, Jamie on this side. And yeah, so we start talking like, okay, like what's going on? Like, do we start thinking about subs, blah blah? So we start talking. You know, they're asking me because like I'm still in the loop with like challengers. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mace, like we need to get Mace, right? Like Ace is
Have you
fucking
known
him.
Mace for a while in
I have
challengers, or did you
well
just like watch him recently?
Kyle initially like told me about him last year, and I was watching his pop. I'm like, yo, this kid's like good. And then
Yeah.
Kyle goes like,
Mace
yo,
is
he's shooting the
Mercules
scuff.
for all
Yeah,
those who
Mercules. Sorry, Mercules.
don't know
Yeah,
Mace.
yeah, my bad.
Nah, you're good.
So I'm thinking like, so I remember watching him last year at the LCQ, and Kyle's like telling me about him. He's like, yeah, this kid's good. I'm like, all right,
And
let me
Kyle's
watch.
Kremp as well.
Yeah, crap. Sorry.
Nah,
I
you're
was
good.
like
You're
calling
good.
by
You
name.
can call them by their names, but
Um,
yeah, yeah. I just want to make
yeah.
sure everyone
So
understands because they might not actually know their names.
so Kremp is telling me about him. I'm watching the pop. I'm like, yo, this kid's shooting, and he was frying map 5. They ended up losing. We
Yeah.
lose the 1v1 because Salt still has a stun. It was fortunate, but so I'm like, okay. And I've been watching challengers, and I'm like, this kid just had Dylan Rex got picked up I think to Ravens before that event. Yeah, before that event. And then Mercules plays in the elite finals. He has like a 1.5. I'm like, yo, this kid's insane. Like, I'm in my head. I'm like, yo, this kid is insane. Like, he'll be in the league. He's gonna
Yeah.
be on the team. Like, he'll be good. And then obviously, like I said, Ben starts happening. They're like, they start asking me. I'm like, we got to get Mace, like Mercules. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, this kid's good. They start watching the VOD. I sent Toby to watch his VOD. Just like make sure he's like, yeah, no, this kid's good too. Like, we got to get him. We had obviously other names, but like at the end of the day, like we wanted Mace. So it was kind of
Yeah.
like a
And it
very
had to be a quick
simple.
decision too, because like you didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
much
it
time.
was.
You had like
We literally
what?
got to the
Yeah.
airport, and then Dawson, our GM, starts making the calls about like, okay, we're getting him. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna get him as a sub just in case. And then we fly out Mace. Mace starts flying there at night on the Wednesday because we couldn't scrim, obviously.
Yeah.
We're still
Because you
trying to
don't
figure
have a
out the
fourth.
we're still trying to figure out the Ben stuff. And then we get told like, oh, Ben might come. So now Mace is here Wednesday night, and we're telling him like, yo, like you might not even play. And I
Damn.
remember I get told like, Ben has like he's probably gonna get in, so we're probably playing with Ben for the weekend.
Oh shit.
So I can literally go through my DMs with Mace, just showing like me sending him a long message, just saying like, yeah, like I'm sorry, blah blah blah, like you're disgusting. You'll be in the league after this event. But I sent him a long message, just like because I felt bad. We had just flown him out, and he
Yeah.
had
You
chalk
got
practice
you
with
got
his
his
team.
hopes up. So like
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
ready
And
to
we had
play.
chalk practice with his team. I'm like, I feel bad for the kid, bro. I'm like, wow, this sucks. I'm like, that sucks for him. He's gross, blah blah blah. Like, he'll be good though. And we're
Yeah.
getting Ben, so everything's great. My life's fantastic again. And then Thursday morning comes, Ben goes, yeah, I'm denied, so we can't come in. And
Damn.
then that morning, we tell Mace, and we have a talk after making. We're just like, all right, we're not like, once we play this with Mace, we're not bringing Ben. We're not even gonna try and bring him in. Like, there's no point, right? Like, there's just no point. We're not gonna chalk Mace's weekend up just for one. Because once you play a match at the event, you can't go back to challengers. Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, we're playing this out with Mace. Perfect. We scrim with Mace. We scrim C9. We scrim you guys. I think. Were you on the team Major 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, we scrim you guys. We run you guys. I'm like, all right,
Did we?
bet. Like, we're yeah.
Shit, I don't even
I'm
remember.
thinking, yo,
Probably. We
we're
were
insane.
ass.
I'm thinking, I'm like, Mace is insane because our red card was really bad at that event, and it was gonna be like our auto at Major 3, and we beat you guys on it, and you guys were usually good at that map. It was like 250, like 160. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, this is insane. Like our hard point's
It
insane.
just
Like,
felt
all right,
good.
cool. Yeah, genuinely, it felt like just like Ben was there, and that was it. It was just
Yeah.
like
It just smooth.
he just filled in. I'm like, yo, this is great. Like I love it. Because I remember asking like, yo, what do you like? What match do you hate? What match do you like? And then we just won every map. I'm like, well, this is kind of awkward. And then so we literally scrimmed before our match. We play our match. We lose to Miami. I cost that series.
Oh wait, they were talking hella shit too after
Yeah,
that.
they were talking shit. They were flipping us off. They were
Yeah.
doing the handshake to Mace. They were like calling him nervous and shit. When I cost it, which was kind of, I was like, why are they doing it to him? I cost it. I got ran.
You should be
Like,
talking shit to
makes no
me.
sense.
I'm the one that got shit on.
You should be talking shit to me. I just got ran. Like
You're protecting him.
to the kid. I'm like, all right, whatever. We start talking about like, yeah, we're gonna play this. We're gonna run them. As we do. But obviously first we have our LEG match next day. So I'm telling Mace, I'm like, yo, you're good. You were fine. Like that's on me. Whatever. Then obviously that event happens. And we make the run, and then we beat Miami. That was a good win.
That was
That was a great win. And then like that was. And, obviously then after all that, that's kind of when the drama happened.
all the craziness.
Beans and Mercules. So.
Yeah. But the funniest part about Major 3, of course, like Mace came in, he was frying. You guys made a good run. You got third, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third. But the funniest part was the first match walkout when he walks out and like everything he just keeps like looking at you and like the rest of the team. It's like he's like a little brother and you just have to bring. He's with his older brothers and he's like looking at you guys. What should I do? All right, they're clapping. I'm gonna clap. They're smiling. I'm gonna smile now. Like everything was so funny. It's like the most wholesome like clip.
Yeah. Now what's funny? I saw people because I had reacted to it like after the event, and people saw me reacting and laughing at it like I was like bullying him. Like that's not because like.
No, yeah, it's just like funny.
Because,
yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's just funny. Like
it's like if your little brother. I mean, people are just softies on the
terms,
internet.
like
yeah,
that's what I'm
you're
saying,
not
like,
making fun of him. Like it's just funny because
it's just funny.
Everyone goes through it. Their first time they walking out on stage, they don't know what to do. They're a little nervous. Yeah, like it's okay.
When I walked out against Atlanta FaZe Major 1 MW2, I'm like, bro, what is going on?
Yeah.
And so it's just funny because you just see him like go like, oh, they're clapping. Oh, nice. Yeah. What's going on, guys? It's just
and then you guys start walking away. He stays for extra second, and then I think you like hit him in the arm.
You guys like, he looks at us. I'm like, yo, come on. I'm like, come on, Race.
Yeah. He's like, okay, it's time to go. That's funny.
It was hilarious. And then like he just plays, and even that first series, like I said, like he played well.
Oh yeah, he was frying the whole time. He played really well. Yeah. And I remember after you beat Miami too, I just saw that clip recently. He like did like this and he flipped him off.
He did this and they went like this.
Yeah, it was like the quickest like shit talk ever because it was like It was like half a second, and then he went over and said GG's.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That kid's funny. So
And
yeah,
then
that was a fun event.
now we got to talk about how you blessed us and how you pretty much made us go back to back. Yeah. So why did you let Mercules go? Why didn't you sign him to a 3-year supermax deal, Joe? What was wrong with you?
Well, there's a lot more. I'm not gonna get too deep
Yeah,
into
you
it, but there's
probably
a lot,
can't. You're
definitely a
still on
lot
the team,
more.
so we might just
Yeah,
save that
yeah,
for a couple
exactly.
years down the line.
Yeah, give me a state attach maybe 2 years.
Yeah. We'll
We'll
get the
spill the
full
beans.
story. We're not. We gotta be PR friendly.
All I'm gonna say is there's definitely a lot more than people understand. Like, I've actually talked to Mace about it, and like, he knows the situation. But yeah, there's a lot more than people understand to it. It's not as black and white as people make it seem. So yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it at that. And
Yeah.
so
You heard it there, chat. You heard it there, chat. So Hex already increased Merc's contract to lock it. Now listen, if I'm sure he did. Hector's very smart with
as he
business.
should,
He's probably giving him
as
a
he should.
3-year supermax. He ain't going anywhere. He's getting optic tattooed right on his neck. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna have optic tattooed on his neck.
He deserves it.
Mercules ain't going anywhere. So going into after the whole Mercules debacle and that whole like roster drama, like what was it like after? Because I remember watching like your guys' documentary. It just felt like, especially after there was some internal drama and that you guys especially couldn't get on the same page. You couldn't get to where you once were because like going into Major 3, you felt so good. All the bullshit happens. Then after that, you couldn't get on the same page.
Yeah. So, and before I say any of this, like, just put this out there. This is nothing at Ben. Ben is actually one of the most talented players I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a
It just
shooter.
felt like on a pacing. Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, that guy rips people. I'm mind blown. That I think one thing that was kind of our downfall was our pacing,
Yeah.
and it was one of those things where we realized like pacing with Mace was definitely way better, and if the game felt way easier than with Ben, and I think it's one of those things where if either one of them had a faster AR, like they would both thrive, and it's just like obviously at the champs we obviously decided making change.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just like one of those things where, like I said, we realized like the pacing difference after, and it was just kind of one of those things that kind of like stuck in the back of our heads, and it was
Hmm.
just no matter what we tried to do to fix it, whether whether through our scrims and whatnot, it kind of never like came to fruition, and it was just kind of like I mean it was just kind of like eating away at us, I guess, in a sense of it. The game just felt a lot harder, and it just got to the point where we would get on every day, and it was just not like our BioLAG team, but it wasn't a great time. I feel like we didn't really have the greatest time towards the end, especially
Yeah.
after Major 4. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it was just one of those things where kind of realize it after you have something like that, and um, it was just one of those things where, like I said, either Ben or Jamie, when they have faster ARs, those guys thrive. I mean, they'll fry, and they just couldn't do it together. So
Yeah.
I kind of that's just what I'll say on it. And like I said, I mean that's nothing to do with Ben or Jamie. It's just a COD thing, especially with how this game is. It's just super fast paced. That when you can't keep up with that pace, if you're not frying, dropping a 1.8, like it's just you're never gonna win. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So going into champs, you guys played Carolina first round, I believe, right? How were the scrims leading up to champs? Were they not very good just because it was just, or was it like kind of like 50-50?
It wasn't bad. Like they definitely weren't as bad as we were at champs, but it was just one of those things where like it's
Yeah.
not really leading you anywhere. Like we could split
Yeah.
maps with, I don't know, let's say LAT for example, and it was just one of those things where it's like it didn't really like do anything for us. Like it
Hmm.
wasn't really like an impactful like scrim in a sense, because like I said, it was just one of those things where we were just always off, like not on the same page, and it was every map we won was just someone like popping take.
Yeah, it wasn't like an actual consistent team win where
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
flowing, going smoothly, or playing perfectly together. It was just like someone drops 50 that map, and then you're like,
Yeah,
oh shit,
exactly.
we
It's
won.
like, yeah, oh nice, we played the map well. No, we didn't. We got
Yeah,
50.
someone just
Anyways,
went rogue and went crazy because you guys lost.
yeah.
I mean, you beat Carolina, then you lost to Optic, and then who did you play at champs and
Vancouver
losers?
at champs.
Oh, Vancouver. And what was that series like again? Was that the
We
RC car
choked the
one?
map one, and then the RC car one. I don't know. Was RC? No, that was EWC. No, that was
Oh, okay,
EWC.
okay.
But no, we lost that one 3-0. After the map one, we choked it. We 1v3 round one of the Protocol SNE, and yeah, that's
Damn.
kind of how the series went. So
Oh my God! Wait, that was the one where Beans jumped down the zip, right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. I watched it back like a week ago and it was a 1v3. Bean or fucking who was it? Nasty. It was Nasty. He's
Yeah.
stuck down low by the zip underground. You have a guy P2, you have a guy somewhere else. Like, you guys have like a triangle formation of him trapped. And Bean stunned him and jumped down after he stunned him and didn't like wait for his teammates to get close.
Yeah.
What the fuck was Beans thinking? Ben, what were you thinking? Why did you just preempt the zip? You have a guy big door, you have a guy spiral. The guy literally can't move. Wait, that was crazy. He blacked out. Wait, were you alive in that one?
No, I was done.
Oh no, so you watched it all break down.
Yeah.
You said after the round you're like, yeah, good try.
Yeah, I mean, after a round like that, I'm just like, all right, all good, we're good, just go next.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't really go next.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
we
was
lost the map, I
bad.
think 6-4, but like, or 6-3, something like that. But yeah, it was just one of those where that's kind of, no matter how many rounds you win, it's just like the momentum's still on their side. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What would you say is your your favorite event you've ever competed in?
Mm, Major 2 or Major 3 this year, I would say. Or no, actually.
Major two? Why? Because
Oh,
you
I
lost to
don't
me?
know.
Is that why?
Is uh maybe EWC last year. I don't know.
Oh
It's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
one of those three. I feel like those are just like I don't know. Those are just events like I had the most fun at.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like I played my best. And Major 2 was also when I first beat LAT.
Oh yeah, to
They
get
had,
that get
we
back.
played them. Yeah, we played them online. I dropped 50. They were calling me a kill whore, and then we played them on LAN, and we 3-0'd them, and it was like it was one of those things where I was like, well, yeah. And they hadn't like I mean they were like 11-2 like map count I think online or something like that.
Yeah, they were
I'm
insane.
pretty sure or something insane. I don't remember their map. It was like or eight. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't remember their map
they
count
were
online, but they
frying.
had like some insane map count.
Yeah,
They're like the best team by far, and then we go to the event, and then yeah, we 3-0'd them in about 25 minutes. So yeah, that was a good win.
yeah,
Major 3 was also just a lot of fun because, like I said, like that was definitely the most fun COD we played all year, or that, or at EWC, honestly. And it was like we had to fill in. Obviously it wasn't really a fill in because Mace is just, he's gross.
insane. Yeah,
And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And the EWC last year was I made my first finals. Had that insane high rise control versus phase, and I feel like that was kind of the event that kind of broke me out a bit more.
yeah,
Like, and yeah, I feel like it was just like a lot of fun, right? Making that run with that team. Kind of knowing like, or I wasn't really expecting like much, like kind of like not knowing if we were gonna stick or not, and I had like a lot of fun with that team just to
mm-hmm.
make like that final run with them. And because those are like yeah, that was like a team of like just like family. Like I love playing with those guys. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You guys. Well, at least you and Kyle were so young. I mean, Dan was only what his second year in the league. Byron's been there for a little bit, but it was all like people that are needed to prove themselves, and you guys
yeah, exactly.
pretty much did. Like that, you accomplished at least the goal. You didn't win, but like you got close to winning, and then proved yourselves as individuals as a team. So that's always good. You played Call of Duty for many, many, many years. What would you say is your favorite like COD you just enjoyed the most, whether it's competing or just playing?
I think pubs. It might have been like either MW3, BO2, like
Oh
MW3,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
original one,
yeah, yeah.
BO2 or BO3. I think it was one of those. I'm not too sure because like they kind of had like their own different things. Like BO3 was like the first pub cut I was actually like insane at. I would literally go to my friend's house, drop nuked outs, and they're just like, yeah, they would always watch me. They're just like, oh, you're insane, blah blah blah. And then MW3 was like the first pub cod I was just like good at, like when I was younger. So I loved running around the UMP, the MP7, or the ACR, sorry. And BO2 I just loved playing because that was when I first met my IRL friends, and then we would play zombies, pubs all the time. We go for trick shots, like that was
Mm,
good. So yeah, I think that those for pubs definitely. And for competing, I think BO4 was like the most
yeah.
fun I've had.
BO4 was underrated for that was
Yeah,
so fun.
I would ask my mom for $5, 5.45, so I can deposit into CMG and just play wagers and then make that into playing chows, and like
Yeah.
especially during the off season with my little trio I had. So that was fun. Yeah.
So it was like the come up because obviously you didn't have like the most money back then. You weren't making money from COD yet, or I don't think you worked a job because you were just still in school and just grinding COD a
Yeah.
lot. So it's like, yeah, you just need to take $5 and make it into something. Make
Exactly.
it into
And that's
something.
exactly what we did.
Make
That was fun. So
may
yeah.
play some wagers, maybe win some golds and everything. I'm sure you won some golds in your days too.
Yeah, I won a couple golds. To be honest, I wasn't really too much of a. I didn't play too many
It was just
tourneys
mostly
back then.
wagers.
It was just chows once I got to that point. But yeah.
And Joe, it's been an absolute pleasure. That's gonna be it for
Thank
me.
you.
I appreciate you coming on the show, but I think the chat might have some questions. So I know you're a busy man. So for each chat question, I'll send you an extra $1,000. So
Yeah.
chat, if you guys have any questions for Joe Deceives, Toronto Ultra superstar, and we'll see what happens next, man. He has a long career ahead of him. Who knows who he's going to team with? He seems to be very close with Abizi. He went on vacation with Draza. Who knows what's gonna happen? So I wish I could go through your phone. How many gifted to my stream? Like if chat gives 1,000, can we go through one of your text messages with Abizi? Like the whole thing?
1,000?
Yeah, we'll split it. Yeah, we'll go like 500 to me, 500 to you. How about that?
I think what is in my text message? Yeah, I think you could. Yeah.
So 500. We can go through Abizi's text messages. Chat.
Yeah.
If you get 500 to me and 500 to Joe, we'll go to him and Abizi's text messages, so we might see some good stuff. We might get some intel. Well, let's see. Let's see some good questions. Was Exceed a good teammate?
Well,
that's a no.
Yes and yeah, he was. It was just like it's one of those things where when I was younger, I'm like, Caden is a teammate that like kind of sticks it to you if he knows you're not like being your best.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I'm thinking he's just attacking me, this, that, the other. So I was just like, I definitely took it a lot more personal back then. But yeah, now like hindsight, like he was just trying to. I mean, we've talked about it. He was just trying to like get me to be the best me.
Yeah.
And when we teamed the challengers in MW3, he definitely like, I guess saw the improvement in me and chilled off on me a bit. So yeah, he
was just pushing you to be better.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I respect it. He's pushing you to be better. Oh, is there one player? Let's say they're retired, so it doesn't put you on some a tactical rap video right now. But if there was one player, I guess that's retired, who would you want to team with? And you don't have to say me. Don't worry, it's okay.
I'm hearing you. I mean, like you definitely would be number one, but since you said that, I guess I would say it.
Yeah.
Is this like in their primes?
Yeah, or just whoever. It could be in their primes. Yeah.
I'd say like, I think. I'd say like maybe like Crim, maybe Scump, maybe even Cap. I'd say like around like those guys maybe.
Oh no, Cap was fun to team with. He was very smart.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah.
Didn't shoot very straight, but he always set his teammates up. Like I'm telling you, like he sets his team up for success. That's why
he does.
He always would get to COD Champs finals, win a couple, but he would always set his team up for success. So shout out to Cap, very smart guy. Hey, who was your COD GOAT? Someone asked.
Probably Crim. I mean, I feel like
Crim. Yeah.
I feel like in the competitive aspect, Crim, in like just a whole, I would obviously say Seth. I mean, I feel like him and Matt just kind of put COD on the map. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was just like there's like two different ones, obviously, but yeah.
Someone asked, what can you say right now to reassure Ultra fans? Come on, Joe. These people, they need you, Joe. You're leading their city.
What do I have to reassure them about though? Like,
just I don't know. Like I guess that you staying, the team's gonna be good. I don't know. He can't really speak too much on all the Rostermania stuff, but like,
listen, man,
you got to win him a chip next year.
I mean, yeah. I gotta win a chip in general.
I gotta win my first one, you know?
That's what I'm saying, like.
And who would you consider your COD father?
My COD father? I don't know. That's hard because like there's like in my head there's people got me into COD. So like I said, Ryan from earlier, my friend Ryan. And then like competing wise, I'd say Javi, honestly, like Vickle. He kind of put me on the map with like the challenger players, and like if I didn't have a good challenger team, obviously like me having all those pro connections wouldn't have really, or friends wouldn't have meant anything. So
yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, censor Papa attach. No, Joe is not one of my children. I didn't meet Joe till later, but Joe does rock a statement of.
I do.
Always at the events. He's always rocking a statement of.
I still rock the shirt.
He's looking good. If you guys don't know what a statement of, that's my clothing brand. So he's always looking good. Whoever wears that at that day is the most handsome person in the venue. So, Joe, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. It's been fun. Just many thanks for the 5 gifted. It's been fun to watch you just elevate in your careir and become a really good player. I'm excited to see what happens this offseason and who joins Toronto or where you go. Because I don't have any intel or know anything of what's going on behind the scenes. So I'm excited to see where everything ends up. And I wish you the best, okay? I wish you the absolute best.
Thank you for inviting me. Like I said, I've watched I've watched this for a bit now. And, I do appreciate the content you do.
Do you wear better days ahead, Joe? I have a question.
I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. Not yet.
Not yet?
Actually, no. That's a lie. No, that's a lie. I do. Yeah.
You do? You have a better days ahead shirt?
I wear it back in Arkansas. Yeah, I do.
Okay, see. Zen, he has a better days ahead shirt too. Don't you worry. All right, Joe. Thank you so much. I won't keep you any longer. I'll send what is it? That was a lot of questions, so it's probably
Well, might be around like and we'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
just mention my account how much it was, and then we'll get it. We'll get it sent. We'll get the wire sent over.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Nah,
I
yo.
appreciate it.
Have a good one,
All right,
brother.
man. Peace.
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 What a guy, man. What a. Oh shit, my bad, chat. Hello? Wait, am I muted? Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Bro, I'm on a new setup. Everything's moved around and switched around. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. Yo, we missed the whole interview?